You have an issue with my friendship with Rob Hersoff?
I think it's more of memory preservation. I think that's the first thing, but also accountability. As I was engaging on a short engagement, I highlighted to you that the Herzogs are no different to the Menels and the Oppenheimers. They came to the country, and they are part of the families that extracted minerals, and they are part of families which worked with the colonial and the apartheid government to ensure that laws were enacted that marginalized the black majority. I mean, he speaks with so much confidence, as if his family was not part of those who oppressed and exploited our people. But I think what angers me the most with Rob is the very fact that his father was part of the South African Defence Force Advisory Committee of Border. And his father was also the chair of Barclays Bank. Now, if you look at his tenure in the 80s, Barclays Bank is the one that funded the apartheid government armaments wing. But over and above that, he was part of the people who brought the Israelis to the country, because the apartheid government did business with Israel. In fact,
That is true.
yeah, if you look at, I think it was 81 or 83, there was a deal that was struck, a military deal that was struck between South Africa and Israel. And it is said that that deal actually saved Israel's economy. But if you go over and above that, his father was also an advisor to Thabo Mbeki during the arms deal. So this is a man who wants to posture himself as a paragon of morality, as if he made his money, it came out of his wisdom. No, it was generational wealth, and it was wealth that was created out of, as I said, exploiting our people. I mean, if you look at the people that he hammers on, President Ramaphosa is not my favorite person, and the ANC itself. But if you look at the governing party, it's a product of a dysfunctional system. It had to inherit corruption from the apartheid government, to the extent that it is the very ANC that forgave his father. His father, Basil Herzog, never accounted for the atrocities, because if you look at international law and what it says about those who aided and abetted criminality, including human injustices, it says that they must account. But Herzog's family never accounted, and you guys give him platforms. I mean, he is Jew, and I was saying to you, Jews will never give Nazis any platform. Why are we as black people giving people who oppressed and exploited us a platform, and in that platform they come and they insult us? They see nothing good in us. In fact, they want to take over. We have been 30 years into democracy. They came here centuries ago. What did they do? I mean, they killed our kings. They killed our chiefs. We've never had an opportunity where we can sit and say that we are rebuilding. The ANC itself, that many of us are saying that, it has made mistakes, and yes, it has made mistakes, is a party that has been in government for only 30 years. And it has been in government without any economic power. And some of, what I'm raising, it's part of their own, mistakes. The very fact that they are capital controlled by the very Herzogs. But I think you should not be giving him a platform. And I think black people who love themselves shouldn't be giving people like Rob Hertzog any platform. He has not accounted for his family sins and those of his forebearers. But I think as black people, we don't care. Our lives do not matter, and that of our ancestors.